Alright, in your typical Kyuzou fashion, I started rambling, so take two. What's up, Kyuzou here with another crafting tutorial. It has been quite a while since I last did one. And what we are crafting today is, well, we already crafted, but we're crafting a +3 bow with chaos over time, damage over time multiplier, and chaos damage over time multiplier. So while I crafted this on stream, this is also the third bow I'm crafting, or crafted. And while I explained the craft as I was crafting it, I feel I wasn't being quite thorough enough, so instead of just, editing the VOD, we're making a whole new video. Now, the total estimate cost for this craft is going to be around 8 divines. If you are on Trade League, you can probably get a finished one with a tier 4 roll for half that price. A tier 2 plus roll, this is a tier 2 roll. That is gonna land you around 30 to 40 divines. So, I mean, this is a incredibly easy craft. So you could maybe even, if you get lucky on the hunter mod, you can probably make profit crafting this. Now, the first bow I crafted, I bricked. This is also tier 2, but we don't have the multiplier on there because I annulled that son of a bitch. The second bow, that you can't see because I sold it, the second bow, I went for attack speed instead of the damage over time multiplier. Because for some reason I didn't think you could have chaos damage over time multiplier on top of the other damage over time multiplier, but apparently you can. So yeah, I went for attack speed because augmenting attack speed is just an absolute currency sink. So I all spam for tier 1 attack speed and I crafted the bow to completion, but I hit, like I said, tier 4 on the chaos over time, and then I realized I can just get a faster base and I don't actually need the attack speed, right? So let's do it right and craft the third one and hit all the tier 1s, well, except one. I also hit the luckiest regal of all time. I had a clean damage over time multiplier and I regaled +1 to level of socketed gems. So we're gonna have to hit a prefix again. That is an incredibly interesting regal. But it's not that, I mean, it's lucky, but I'm only saving an exalt. And exalts are 14 chaos. So I saved 14 chaos. Alright, so let's try and be as thorough as we possibly can. I would highly recommend buying a 6-linked base. They are incredibly cheap. I ended up using like over 2,000 fusings on this little bastard right here. And I did not get my 6-link, so I decided, you know what, I'm not playing this game. So I bought 1,500 fusings and just used the crafting bench. So now the only mods we actually care about is +1 to socketed gems, which is eye level 50. We also only care about damage over time multiplier, which is 82, and we also care only about chaos damage over time, which is 78. So we only need an 82 base. So we can go to trade, item category bow, links 6, minimum item level 82, corrupted no. We hit search, and we got 4 chaos, 4 chaos, 4 chaos, 4 chaos, 5 chaos, 5 chaos. Incredibly cheap. Right, I can just keep spamming and it's still like only 5 chaos. It also depends on the base you want. I believe if we were to look for, is it Mara? Is it a Maracas bow? That's movement speed, yeah. So 10 chaos, 15 chaos, 15 chaos, 20 chaos. Incredibly cheap. Buy a 6-link base. So once we have the base, we will alt spam for damage over time multiplier. Hitting the, I mean, you could settle for tier 2. I don't know, kinda up to you. Tier 1, we're probably looking at 1,000 alterations per try. That is like the highest estimate I made, so that's around a divine, I believe. Now, we don't actually need this absolutely clean. We could, I don't use the sites too often. We could actually just augment a completely random prefix on there. It doesn't matter. So when you are alt spamming for the damage over time multiplier, just augment literally every single prefix. Now ideally we want this clean. We want just the damage over time multiplier because we absolutely need to regal a prefix. If we regal a suffix, we have to annul. And the way the annul works is it has a 99% chance of removing the mod that you want to keep. Now you could beast split, but then that's gonna turn the item magic again, so we have to regal again. But by splitting, we're at least getting 2 chances. So this is why you ideally want it clean, because if we have 3 affixes on there, there's a chance that when we split, we still have to annul afterwards. So if we annul the damage over time, we have to start over with alteration spam. And you know, it's almost as if I'm talking from my own experiences. You could do the 50-50 remove. I don't know if maybe I've done all of them. Okay, hide unusable. Where you add a prefix, remove a random suffix if we don't have annuls for some reason. Alright, so we're gonna regal a prefix, so this is probably gonna take an eternity. Yeah, we regaled a suffix. So yeah, so we regaled a suffix here, okay? So now we have to get rid of accuracy. See what happens. So we're just gonna keep regaling until we hit a prefix. Okay, so we have a regaled prefix. We now have to fill the suffixes by multimodding, or rather we're forcing a second suffix on there that only a rare item can have. Only a rare item can have 2 suffixes. So the reason we're filling them, well, we don't have to fill, we just need a second suffix, like I said, is because we are scouring the prefixes, and if we scour the prefixes without multimodding, the item will turn back to magic, and only a moron would do something like that. Suffixes cannot be changed, but that's the one we want to keep. We want to keep the tier 1 multi. We then scour. It turns blue, fuck!
The pen is blue. The pen is blue!
Now if you want to save your divines, you could, after the regal, pray to Chris and try and annul the unwanted mod. Like so. But you have such a high chance of doing that. So if you're really lucky, you could save a couple divines here, but with this method, we're simply ensuring that we don't have to start over again. So, multimod to ensure a second suffix, and then we have to add a prefix. Suffixes cannot be changed. We then use an orb of scouring to get rid of the prefixes. And because we have 2 suffixes on here now, the bow should still be rare, with DoT multi as the only mod. Now, we once again have to fill the suffixes, so multimod should still be on there, and we're going to add a 3rd suffix, because we want to work on the prefixes now, so we add cannot roll attack modifiers. Cannot roll attack modifiers, because if we go to bow here, you see, so this is all of the prefixes we can exalt. These are all of the hunter affixes that we can slam later. However, by crafting cannot roll attack, literally the only mod I can exalt is +1 to socketed gems, and the only hunter mod I can exalt is increased damage over time. So, it doesn't actually matter which order you do this, Exalt or Hunter Slam, but we're going to Exalt, and it's going to be +1. And then we Hunter Slam, and Pray, it's tier 1. We got tier 3. So, I mean, if you're going for tier 1 chaos damage over time, you are going to have to start over from scratch every single time. I mean, you could, I guess, alt spam again. You could alt spam again for damage over time multiplier. And now the hunter, now the base is hunter already, so as long as you just have the prefixes, cannot roll attack modifiers, like the only 2 mods you can exalt as a prefix. Literally the only 2 mods, damage over time and socketed gems. But yeah, you basically have to start over. if you want the tier 1. But the good news is you just need the clean damage over time, and you can force the prefixes. Right, and then to finish up the bow, we have to remove... okay, you can't do it from there, I guess. We have to remove the crafted mods. And then we multi-mod, and we do support, which is a prefix, I guess. There we go, there it is. And then chaos, which I believe should be a suffix. Damage over time. And there we go. And that is how you craft a +3 chaos DoT multi bow. Bye bye.